are going to start a new quilt. This one should be a really easy sew, um, but it is another panel quilt, which I don't do a lot. I've done a couple. This will probably be maybe um or maybe my 10th one over the years. Um I just am not a fan of panels because they don't come square. And then I have to square it up and I've got to figure out, what do I want to take off? What don't I want to take off? And things like that. But this one was cute. So I was like, I'm going to take this one. So it is the Kitty's Garden. And I did some prep things first. One is that I prepped the actual panel. So I already did that. And then I thought, oh, I probably should have done that on camera so that you all could see how I did. This one was actually fairly easy to do because it had given me enough selvage around it to be able to cut it in and not lose too much of the actual panel itself. So I've already gone ahead and done that. I also prepped and cut all of, it's a hodgepodge of stuff, but all the fabrics, and they're very cute. They're they're very cute fabrics. That is just darling, I think. And that's one we're going to use right away. But they have like whiskers. I mean, I just think that's just cute. And the whiskers are in different colors. So you've got like this lime green. It's got whiskers on it. You've got just a white that has whiskers on it. There's a black flower. I'll show you that. So then there's a black background for the flower. And then confetti. So there's a dark confetti. And then the white confetti, which is that. The white confetti. So it's very, very cute. Very cute. So let me show you the panel real quick. It's cute. It's actually better in person than it is. So it says, "Here, kitty, kitty." It's pretty big. It's like 38 and a half. So it's like 38 and a half by 18 and a half is what it ends up measuring. Um, so all right. Oh, and then this is for a border, but these are cute too. That fabric is really cute. It says, "Here, kitty, kitty," and then purr on it. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. All right. So we are going to start this quilt. So I don't think that it's going to be a super hard quilt. There are a lot of pieces to it though, so we may have to do it over maybe 3 videos, maybe 4. We'll see. I don't want to rush with this one, so I'm going to take my time, and the videos probably won't be real long because I'll just work on it when I can. But okay. With that said, let's get started. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, let's get started on the kitty's garden. And maybe I'll leave that right there so we can see it. So I'm going to grab this fabric, and I've already gone ahead. Never know where there you go. So I've already drawn and marked my lines, and then we're going to use this fabric. We're going to make 8 of these. I'm going to take this, and I think it's going to go this way. Let me get the instructions out so I know. Get the instructions out. Okay, so they want me to go this way with it. Okay. Okay. I'm going to do this. And we're making 8 of these units. So I'm going to go ahead and run them through. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and trim them, and then I'm going to press them. I'll be right back. All right, so we've got this unit, and we're going to put on the other side of these. Much like flying geese. At least that's the way I'm going to put it together, like flying geese. Doesn't say in the pattern that it's flying geese, but I'm going to put it together like it's flying geese. So we have this unit. So I'm going to set those aside, and we are going to take this unit and do the same thing. But I think we're only going to do one on each side, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Oh, two on each side. So we're going to do two on each side. Meaning I'm only going to make two of these where it's on just one side. See that? Where it's only on one side. And then I'll do two where it's on the other side. So there'll be an empty spot here. So it'll be like apologize for my sniffles. Like I'm always sniffling. I don't know. All right, so now we have these. We've got them on each side. Okay. So we have maybe this is D. So we're going to take the D, the green D. I'll put these back. And we're going to take the pink Whisker D triangle to make a 4.5. So we're going to stitch these two together, I guess. We're going to stitch it just like that. Some of it seems a little strange to me, but we could have made like triangles by putting squares together versus sewing these together. It's just a thought. I want to make sure. I guess it's not going to matter. Okay, well, we're going to sew them together. I'm going to follow the pattern. But I think we could have just taken the squares before we cut them and made half square triangles, potentially. Maybe this saves. I don't know. We're going to do all 4 of these. I'm just putting them right sides to right sides and sewing them, so. Making sure it's lined up. To get this one lined up right. There we go. Okay. One more. One more. Okay. It says that I need to trim these down to 4. It should be 4.5 units. So let's just move in some of the stuff that I've already done around over here. So let's. And I'm pressing to the green, which is what they recommended in the pattern. So I'm going to cut them down to 4.5, and I will be right back. Okay, so our next unit, we're going to take our white Whisker fabric and our black confetti fabric, and we are going to take the Whisker fabric and we're going to lay it. Let me make sure that I get it right, because we want it to lay out like, we want it to fold out like that. Can you all see that? Yeah. So So I'm going to take this and put it just like this on this end, and I'm going to sew it. Sorry if I need to. Looking at my fabric directional fabric as well, just making sure that it's going the way I want it to go. Whiskers, whiskers. I think I want it that. Okay, now I'm going to pull this off here. Okay. All right. And we're going to press it towards the black, which I think that's what it is. We're going to, yeah. I actually said press it towards the triangle, but okay. We're going to press it towards the triangle. Which would mean we're pressing towards the light fabric. All right, so we now have this piece. So now we're going to add another one on the other side. So we're going to do it this way. So we have this, and now we do this. So we're going to put it just like this. And we're going to sew along that edge. You ever do a pattern and you're working through it and you're like, I almost think I would do that differently. I've had a couple moments already with this one. But I like to follow the pattern initially, especially with one that, I may not do again. Yeah, so just do it the way they request, the way they've got it written. They worked to get the pattern, and hopefully they've tested it, so we'll work with that. there are some cases where I'm like, oh, you want half square triangles, and I'll just make half square triangles. Or, oh, you want flying geese, and I'll make flying geese. They didn't necessarily say it in the pattern, but, you know. I do that sometimes as well where, you know, like I really thought, and I did the Let's Make a Snowman, which is Lori Holt applique quilt. You can see that video. I've got it um, published, so if you want to see that one. But anyways, for that one, I thought about making the wagon a different color. And, you know, I didn't, but I really thought about, only because the blue wagon, it's something that, you know, was kind of personal to me, and it would have made, you know. So if I ever make that quilt again, I will probably change it up. But there's lots of times where I'll change up colors or things like that. I think, you know, we're the quilter, right? So we should be able to make modifications where we want, because it's our quilt. So, all right. So now we're going to take G, which is our green Whisker fabric. And we're going to add this onto, because we have this now. So now we're going to add the green onto the bottom part of it. So we're gonna go like this. We're gonna add that to the bottom piece of this. All right. And there's 4 of these. Let's take the clips out of them. And they should be 6.5 by 6.5. So they should be square. Oh, it's going to be cute. Okay. I'll check if they're what they need to be. Looks like I need to change my battery too. So I'm going to trim these up and I'll be right back. I'll see. Okay, so we finished up with those other units, and now we're going to make some strips. So we've got this one that we cut, and we have the green whiskers and the white whiskers. And I'm going to take 2 of these, and we're going to put one on one side. So we're going to put the green one in the middle between the white. So now we are going to press it, I think towards the green. Yeah. So let's press it real quick and then we'll put the other side on it. So I found this video, and this one lady was talking about mystery quilts, like murder mystery quilts. And I am a fan of murder mysteries. And I was looking at it and I'm like, I don't know that I really understand them. Okay, so we now have this strip. So I'm going to put the white along the green, so the green is in the middle. So have any of you done a murder mystery quilt? I don't even know what that would be. Like, I just not sure I quite understand. I'm intrigued, but I'm not sure that I understand. So wondered if any of you had done a murder mystery quilt or had heard of them. I'm very curious. I am. I don't know if there's a lot of them or if it's just the one company that I came across that does them. I don't know. Don't know. But I am fully intrigued. And then one of my subscribers, I think her name is Maria, she suggested doing the Alice in Wonderland quilt blocks, maybe sample quilt blocks. And I looked it up and it looks so much fun. So much fun. I would have tons of fun. So I actually may put that one out here and actually start it. I don't know if, if you all want to come along with me when I pick fabrics, because I will probably just use my stash for that one, maybe. But it looks interesting. I think that one would be. I love doing the. Wait, I feel like I can't talk today. I love the sampler blocks. I do some cross stitch as well, and so I do some sample cross stitch blocks and things like that as well. So I think I'm going to press that so it's to the green. Okay, Lisa, what are you doing? So yeah, so that one would be right up my alley. Would love to do that one. So I may throw that in for 2025. I think that would be fun. All right, so now we have this unit. So now we have that like that. And I'm going to go ahead and do the pink one next because we're going to cut this. We're going to cut this one down, but I'll do that offline. So that one's done. Let's do the confetti one next. Work has kept me pretty busy. So I've been trying to get into my sewing space and sew. And it's just life is getting in the way. I shouldn't say life. Work is getting in the way. By the end of the day, I'm pretty exhausted with everything that's gone on at work. But I am blessed to be able to have a space, dedicated space, to sew. I know there's lots of people who don't, and I didn't for a while. I sat at the kitchen table and then would have to put everything away when it's dinner time. So I am thankful. I'm thankful for the time that I get to sew. And yeah. We were foster parents for many, many years. We fostered many children over the years, and it's always nice to hear from them again and see, I keep in contact with some of them that are out there. It's just nice to see them growing, and I think what reminded me of the one young lady that we fostered for a while. She likes kitties. She likes kitty cats. So this quilt reminded me of her. So we have my son Caden, who is 16. We adopted him. So I'm going to put on the next one on this one. We adopted him when he was just a baby. I think he was maybe a year. And such a sweet boy. Like, he's so sweet, so smart. And yeah, so he's our last one, our last child, and he'll be going off to college here in 2 years. And yeah. And then it'll be my doodles. So, but children, when they go off to college or they get married, like my daughter and her husband, she has 3 children and is fostering a young boy currently. So they live close, so I get to see them fairly often. And then my son, who has 3 girls, so my daughter had 3 boys and my son had 3 girls. So that's always made it fun. But I enjoy the fact that I live close enough that I get to see them. They live close enough to us to see them. So I get to see the grandkids often. Teaching one of my granddaughters to sew when she was over. She was very intrigued with what I was doing, and so I was working on a service project, making pencil bags for children, and she and I made one together, and she was just elated about the fact she had made a pencil bag for another child. So it was just very sweet. It was very sweet of her. Okay, so we've made this one. I'm going to set this one aside because we'll cut this one down as well to the individual pieces that we need. Let's do our last one. We're going to do the pink or purple or pink. Looks a bit more purple on camera than it really is. It looks to me like more pink, but purple or pink. I'm going to do the same thing. press this one. And we're going to press towards the middle, which would be pressing towards the color. Okay, and there's our purple one, purple and white. So we've got that one done. So what's our next step? Okay, so I need to cut these into the segments, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've cut all my units as it stated in the pattern. So I've got all of them cut. And so I'm going to take my, what was marked as E, and we're going to take E1 from what we just cut. And we are going to put them this way. And how many am I doing? 8. 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll set these aside. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to take and put them, so we're going to take them and put them just like that. Hello, Cooper. What? Am I ignoring you? Yeah. So we've got 8 of those. We'll set those aside. So we're going to take the next ones. And we are going to we're going to take our E2s. And they're going to go on just like that. So let's do those. I think we have 4 of these. I'm going to do the same thing now with the green. So this one's E3. Is that an E3? Yep, E3. Same thing. Might be missing 2. Might have to cut some more. I'll take these off there at least. Okay. All right, and we're gonna press. I've got these 2, but I gotta do a strip. I'm missing a strip. All right, we're going to press it. I'm pressing towards the triangle. Okay. All right, so now we have this unit. And we have it in the black, and then we have it in the green. And I'm going to have to, I don't know if I set them aside somewhere or what I did. Wonder if I've got them combined in here, maybe. Maybe. I'll just take one from here. All right, so we've got that unit now. And that unit. And I'm going to finish up the two greens. And are these bigger? I just want to make sure. Yeah, they are. So I can't use those. So I'll have to do those offline. Just lay them here so I remember that I got to do them. All right, so we're going to take F. And we're going to make 8 of the pink ones. So 1, 2, 5, 8. So it's going to go with that. And then there's 4 each of those. 4. The green ones. And 3 and 4 for those. All right, let's start with F1, and we're just going to roll through all these. Each one has a white piece that will go on to the one side, just like that. So I'm going to roll through all of them. Just trying to get organized. All right, here we go. All right, so we did each color. And now we will press them. All right, so we have 4 of the black and we have 4 of the green, and then we have 8 of the pink. So I think that's a good stopping point for us because that takes us through that. And then we have just one more section and then we'll actually start to put it together. So it might be three videos that we'll do this in, but okay, that's it for today. Hey folks, we are going to continue on with our kitty's garden. We are almost ready to start to do the assembly. We've got one more sections to do, which is putting all of these that we sewed last time together in larger sections, and then we'll start to take all of our pieces and start to build. So with that said, come along with me, let's get started. All right, I got my tea. I'm gonna set that aside. Actually, maybe I can set it up there. Is it gonna stay up there? I don't know if it's gonna stay up there. Let's not put it up there. There's just enough of a curve. But, oh, my goodness. Whew. Okay, starting off rough. All right, so we're gonna continue with the kitty's garden. So I'm gonna set the pattern piece aside and we're gonna get into it. So what we need to do is we're gonna join 2 of our 1 unit and then 2 one of each. Okay, so I'm gonna get out all my units so I can see them. So 2 of those, and I've got 8 of these, and I think I have 2 of these that I have to do yet, right? Yep, so I need to do those because I'm missing 2. We can do up these. All right, so I'm going to take, okay, so these look like they're bigger than these. So let's use these. We're gonna use the bigger ones. And we're gonna take one of these to one of these. I'm gonna set this one aside. Probably that one aside. They probably go together. And I'm going to have it go like that. And then we're going to take another one of these and put it this way on there. And then we're going to take a green one and it's going to go like that. So that's going to be our unit. So, okay. So that's our unit. So I think what I'm going to do, just to make it quicker and easier, is that's one. I think we make 4 of these. So I'm going to build these first. So I'm going to take one of these, one of these, one of those, and a green one, and a green one. Okay, so there's my 2. And then I have to go and, do I? Yeah, I've got to go and, add another piece to these, like we did earlier with the other ones, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and there were 2 that I was missing that I had to add the white to. So I went ahead and did that. I also went ahead and grouped them the way that we will sew them. So all of those are done. I also, so these are the bigger blocks that we're going to do. There's some smaller units. And so it's the same thing. So I went ahead and grouped them. So it's the pink one, the black confetti, another pink one or purple, and then green. So I went ahead and grouped all of them as well. And we're going to run through all of them. And so, but I will stop after the first one to show you in what order you should sew them in. So let's get started. So we do the pink one and the confetti, and they're going to go where the color meets the long strip of white. I'm going to do that one first. And I'm going to show you first. We're going to build one, and then I'll build the others. So now we have that unit. So now we're going to add another pink or purple, and it's the white strip along the color. Can you all see that? Yep. Okay, so we're going to do that one. Okay, so now we have a pink and a black confetti and a pink. So now we're going to add the last one to this unit, which is our green. And again, it's the same thing. The long white on the green goes against the pink. And that'll give us these little tiny, well, appears to be little tiny squares. It'll give us the illusion of little squares. I mean, it's not really illusion. We're putting little squares. Okay, so this will be our unit that we're building, and it is for both This is going to be the large one, and then there'll be a smaller unit. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this up, and of course I will press each one when I'm done as well, when we're all done. So I'm going to speed it up and get going through all of them. We got them all done. So here's these, and here's the larger ones. Let's go ahead and get them all pressed and we'll take a look. Whew. It's a lot of ironing. A lot of pressing, not ironing. But so this is our small unit. And this is our large unit. So our next step is to start putting things together because we just finished that bottom piece. So set that aside. And now we're completing the quilt. So it says we're going to take and move stuff out of my way. That's what I'm going to do. It says stitch the 1.5 by black confetti strips to the sides of the kitty panel. Okay. Let's grab our kitty panel. Here's our kitty panel. And it looks like we're going to do the 1.5. So I'm going to have to figure out which one it is. I'm going to have to figure out which one it is. All right, let's do that part. Get my panel open. And I'll take the first one. I'll lay this one here. So I've got it. I'm thinking that I might not have to clip it, but we will see. See if I can manage it without clipping it. So far, no luck. It's moving around on me. I also clip quite a bit just because my hands shake. And so I'll pull it I will pull it off, like I get it level or where I want it, and then my hand shakes and it like pulls the fabric, and then I have to do it again. So just for that reason, I sometimes will clip it. All right, let's get this sewed. We have a border now, at least the start of a border on each side for that one. Now I think we're going to do the top and the bottom, so let me see if I can find that one. Okay, set those aside, and what are we doing with these? I'm gonna guess top and bottom. So on the top and bottom. Okay. Let's take this one, put it there, and then this one. This one is going to go along. Get this sewed, but it looks like I've got to change out my battery, so I will be right back and we'll get this side sewed. See you in a bit. Let's get this side sewn. I'm gonna go and trim this up and then I'll be right back. So I went ahead and trimmed my panel. So now it's the size we need, and it doesn't look bad. It still has a cute little border on it. So we're gonna set this aside for now. Just trying to fold it up a little bit. Fold it up a little bit. And I'm going to put it in front of us. All right, and then we're going to grab these that we did. Remember we did 2 that would be there, and then 2 that would be on the other side. So we're going to use these. And then we're going to use this beautiful unit, which has got, I think that's probably my favorite fabric. That flower fabric pattern. It's beautiful. It's awesome, awesomely cute. We're going to take 3 of those and we're going to sew them together. So we're going to sew them just like that. Yep. So just want to make sure I'm going to sew them. How am I sewing them? Just, yep, just like that. Okay. So we're going to sew them together just like that. And we're going to make 2 of these because we're going to do those as well. So let's get started. So now I have 2 of those units, and we are going to put 1 of these on each end. So we need to find the one that, and I want to make sure that I'm making it go the right direction. Triangles are up. Triangles are like this. I want it in the corner, right? Just looking at the instructions just to make sure that I position it the correct way. So this one will go this way. So let's get those on. Okay, and then we'll grab the other one. And this one will go up and out. Yep. Okay. All right, so we have this for both. Let's go ahead and press that. Okay. Let's press this one. Okay, and now we're going to do the other side. And so let me show you what we're going to do. We're going to put this one just like this. Whoops. Can you all see that? So we're going to make this one go this way. Okay. My goodness, goodness, goodness. Grab the other one. We're going to do the same thing. go ahead and press that one out. Okay. Okay. So now we have this unit. We got 2 of these. Okay. So let's see what they want us to do next. I suspect these are going to go on each side of our quilt, I think. Yep, sew the sides of the framed panel, press same stretch. Okay, so we are going to put these on our panel, on the sides of our panel. I think, just for giggles, I want to know where my center is, because I want these to be right in the center of it. So I'm going to mark center, and I'm going to mark center on my panel. Okay. And there's my notch, and there's my notch. So this is a good way to, if you have a pattern or something that should be, you know, centered on a side, or, you know, it's easy just to find the center, and then you know that that placement will be there. That way, just in case you're off by a little bit here or there, I mean, it may not matter to you. So just a suggestion that if you want to find center, and it's like this works out perfectly, but so I wouldn't have necessarily had to find center on this one, because it's all the way across and lining up where I want it to. So yeah, it's lining up pretty good. So I wouldn't have had to have found center, but I'm going to clip it on both sides, and then we'll sew both sides. The snow is all melted here, So the snow is all gone. They initially said that it was going to be, that it was going to be closer to 60 degrees today, but it actually is a little cooler. But I will take it. 50 is just as fine with me. I can do 50 degrees. I can do 50 degrees. Guess I'll use my big one. All right. Let's get this sewn. I'm going to sew both sides. Take that big old clip off there. Didn't need that big old clip on there. So now we have, got him upside down. So now we have that with the pieces on the side. Very cute. Very, very cute. Very cute. So you see it there? So we've got the pieces on the side. Okay. Now, put them there. We're going to take our other two of these, and we are going to take these. These are the littler ones with it. And so we are going to put them, let's just build one, right? So that one's going to go there. And then we're going to take this square that we did with the two colors, and we're going to put that there. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So let's build it. Let's build it. So we'll do these first. And we just want, we're just gonna do two of them because that's our top and bottom. So we're going to put this one first. So we'll create this unit first. And set that one aside. I'm just going to build one at a time because they go in different directions. I'm just going to take my time and make sure I'm getting the directions correct. And I'm going to press along the way, I think. Okay. So now I have that one. So on the other side, I'm going to put, because again, remember like the other ones, this one, that one goes this way. And then we have that one that goes the other way. So this one, oh, I'm doing it wrong already. Doing it wrong already. And so we'll put that one this way. Okay. Sleeves are getting in the way. So I'm not necessarily a garment maker, but I don't know if, and maybe it's because I'm short, but all of my shirts that I buy, the sleeves are like always past my hand. So I'm actually thinking if I cut along where it's sewn together, and then I trim up where I want my sleeve to end, and then I sew, or actually I would have to go back a little bit. So I sew, and then I take this cuff, and then I sew it onto there. It should be okay to do that. And I guess I could serge it like they have on this one. But I was like, do I have to do that to all my shirts? So, all right, and then we're gonna grab these, and on each end, we're going to want to put the purples or the pinks together. I guess it's purple, but we're gonna put the purples together. But yeah, I just, I just must have short arms or something. But I've got, and you all might have seen my shirt that has the Be Kind with the bee on it, the yellow one. That one's really bad. Like that one is, my sleeves are way long on that one. I mean, it's an oversized shirt. I got it so that it's bigger, but yeah, that one is, that one is a little longer. But I think I can do just the same thing. Just remove the cuff and do it that way. So I'm going to try that, and I'm actually going to record it and post it, and then y'all can tell me what I did wrong. So, but I'm going to give it a shot for all of you that are garment makers as well. You know, I say I'm not a garment maker. I used to make some of my children's clothes when they were babies, but yeah, I haven't made clothes in a very long time. So all right, so now we have this unit. So we've created that one. Excuse me. And now we're going to do this one. And this is going to be the bottom. So I just want to make sure that I get everything going the correct way. So this way, and then this way. I also have problems with pant length because I am short. So I end up, my pants always end up longer, but I have found these, they're called barrel pants. And they're a little bit shorter, and they fit perfectly. So so yeah, so I have found a pair. Otherwise, I was when I'd have to go into the office and wear office attire, I always had to get my suit jackets to where they would fix the cuffs in them, and then my pant legs and things like that. So okay, and then we're going to get these two on here, and we're going to make sure that it is like that. So yeah, so I'm going to attempt to shorten my sleeves. I am all about learning. If I can do something on my own and figure it out, I am all about doing that. Plus, it saves me money if I can do it and figure it out on my own. I have a sewing machine, so I should be able to figure it out, right? So if any of you are garment sewers as well, and you have suggestions before I attempt it, things that are maybe gotchas or something like that, but please let me know. Drop it in the comments for me. So, and the other thing is that they're always so big, like they're. So maybe if I take this off, maybe I can take this off, you know, pull it apart, maybe. I don't know. That might be way too much. Maybe I'll just start with just getting it. And I end up having to pull them up so they'll stay out of my way. So otherwise, listen, here's a funny for you. Sewing along one day, and I ended up sewing my sleeve into, and I had to seam rip it all out. It was embarrassing. Like, there was nobody that seen me, but for me, it was just embarrassing. It was a silly moment, and I was laughing at myself, of course, because that's what I do. But it was silly. All right, so now we have the bottom piece all done. So I think they're gonna let us sew this on. Let's see. I suspect they're going to let us sew this on now. Awesome, awesome. I mean, we are getting there with this. It's pretty quick. I'm gonna take a drink of my tea. Okay, so let's grab a hold of, that's the top. So let's grab a hold of this. And see, I've got the bottom here, so let's put on the bottom, I guess. And let's make sure that it just goes all the way across first, and I don't have to find center. Yeah, I think it's good. Okay, and so, and we want the point to go like this. And I am going to put just a few clips in just to keep it in place for me. Cute. Very, very cute. It's getting bigger. So now we've got the top and the bottom on. It's cute. It is very cute. Okay. And it's getting bigger, for sure, for sure. All right, so we are, I mean, they should be the same. They are. So we're actually going to sew these together. Okay. And I'm going to make that one stay there for a second. And okay, we're going to sew these together. Okay, I'm just simply gonna trim it this way just with my scissors. Okay, and then I'll press it. Okay, and then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add both of them on. I'm going to set this one aside. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to add this one on here. Make one gigantic strip. Make one gigantic strip. Okay. Oops. That rolled right off there. Whoops, it's going to roll off there again. All right, so now I've got another one added. Okay. And I'm going to press this one. Okay. All right, so now I got a really long strip. What I'm going to do is we're going to sew on each side. So I'm going to use my big long strip and I'm going to do one side and then I'll cut it off and I'll use it for the other side. So we will do that when I come back. I'll see you in just a second. So we've joined these so it's a big long strip and we are going to sew them on the side. To Hello, Jinx. How are you? How are you? You need snuggles? Do you need snuggles? Can Mama finish this first? Okay, let's go ahead and press these. Okay, so now we've got the sides. We've got another border on the sides. Now we're going to do top and bottom. And we're using the 1.5 inch strip. So we'll get that sewed. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look. All right. So now we have another border. Whoops, let's see what I'm doing here. Here we go. So now we have another border all the way around. It's cute. And then there's that. So I think this is a good stopping point. We have just one more unit to put together, and then we've got 3 borders. So I think we can cover that next time, and we'll finish it off the next video. But yeah, it's cute. Cute, cute, cute. So there we go. So with that said, I mean, we're close. We are close. We just have literally just, I'll show you. We literally just have that bottom portion. I mean, all the way around, but it's one last unit, and then on each side, and then we'll do a pink strip, and we'll do another black strip, and then we'll do the last big outer border. So, and then I'll take care of that. So with that said, okay, we are back with another round of Kitty's Garden. And the next step that we are going to do, I'm just going to set this aside here a little bit. Get my scissors where I need them to be. So we left off that we had this piece. So we have our confetti border around all the way around. So next what we're going to do is we're going to build the next segment. I'm going to put that right there. And we're going to build our next segment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the segments that we did last video. And I'm going to take the one with the larger green stripe. And there's 4 of them. I'm going to take 2 of them right now. Set the others aside. And I want the larger of our black flower pattern. Just going to take 1 of them and let's get started. And what we're going to do is I'm going to add it to the green side. Lay that down. Okay. So now we should have a unit that looks like that. And then I'm going to grab the other long piece, green piece, and I'm going to add it to the other side of the black flower pattern. We're making it so that black flower pattern is in the center of those 2 units that we did. Okay. And now we have this unit. So now it's right in the middle. Okay. And I'm going to press it just a little bit. I'm going to press it to the center, to the black. Just like that. All right, so I'm going to set this one aside because we'll get to this in just a moment. And now I'm going to grab our other large flower, black flower. And we have 2 more of our larger green one. We're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to put that flower on the green side of our unit. Okay. So now we have this unit. Now I'm going to grab the other one. I'm going to grab the other green one, and I'm going to lay that on top. Right sides to right sides. And I'm going to try to line it up. My hands have been working all day long, so I'm at the end of my day. So sometimes my hands don't want to do what I want them to do when I shake, and it's just a thing. All right, so now we have this unit. We have another one of these units. So I'm going to go ahead and press that. Okay, got that one pressed, and I'm going to set that one aside. So now what we're going to do is we have some smaller, they're exactly square. We've got a couple of these. And we've got these smaller units with smaller green. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take one of these, and on the green side, we're going to go ahead and add our black flower fabric. Okay. So now we have this unit, and I'll go ahead and I'll press it just while we go along. Okay. Now I'm going to grab the other one, the short green, and I'm going to put that on the other side of the black fabric. Okay. And now, let me go ahead and press it. Now I have this unit. I'm going to set this one aside. And we're going to do it again. So I've got another square. And then I have two of the smaller units. I'm going to take my black fabric, put it on the green side, right sides to right sides, pretty sides to pretty sides. Okay. Now I have this unit. I'm going to grab my green unit, put it right sides to right sides on the black now. I can line it up. I hope everyone's day went well today. Mine was pretty good. Wasn't too awful bad. Glad to be in my sewing room, for sure, for sure. Okay. And now we have this unit. I'm going to go ahead and press it. All right, so these were the two smaller ones. I'm just going to set them aside for a second. And we're going to work with the two larger ones. So I'm going to grab one of the larger ones and our panel that we're building on. And we're going to grab one of our sides. And this is going to go on one of our sides. So I'm going to grab me some of my clips. And I'm going to go ahead and clip both sides, and I'll be right back. So I've got it all pinned. I should say clipped. And we're doing both sides. And then we'll do top and bottom. So let's get started. Okay. Where'd my scissors go? All right, so we've put on one side of that. Now we're going to do the other side. But I got to change up my... I've got to change out my... Got to change out my bobbin. And I bet I could have gotten away with that. Maybe not. Okay. 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 All right, so I'm going to run some thread through. Okay. All right, let's do the other side. Okay. Let's go ahead and press it. Let's go ahead and press it. See what we got. Okay. So now we have another string. Okay. All right, so now we have, whoops, bumped y'all. Now we have this on both sides. Whoops. All the way along. So we have it all the way along. So we have it on both sides. And now we're going to do top and bottom. So we're going to grab those smaller units that we did. This unit, and that's going to be our top and bottom. So I'm going to grab one of those and yep, I forgot to do something. So let me fold this main one up. I noticed it looked short on the end, and I was like, what am I missing? I'm going to throw this over here for now. And what we need to do with each one of these is we're going to take these units that we built and we're going to put them on, I think, either end. Yep, on both ends. And it's going to be can you guys see it from there? There you go. It needs to sit like this. So I'm going to do this one. I was putting it together and I was like, wait, that's short. And what happened to my other one? Okay. So now we have this unit. So it sits in the corner like that. And then we're going to do another one on the other side. And it's going to sit in the corner. Okay. So now we have a unit that looks like this. So I've got a green on both sides. And this will be top end or bottom. Okay. And then we're going to grab our other unit. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to put that in the corner. Okay. Now we have 2 units. So let me press that. Cooper's come to see us. His dad went on a ride without him, so he's upset. Cooper, you're okay. You're okay, Coop. Dad'll be back. Dad'll be back, buddy. Dad'll be back. You want to see the people? Come here. You want to see the people? His dad went for a ride without him, so he's a little upset. A little upset with everybody right now. All right, so now I'm going to take our main panel again, because now it should fit. And we're going to do top and bottom. Go ahead, Cooper. Go ahead, Cooper. I'm going to trim it just a little bit. Okay, I went ahead and there was just a little bit of some overhang on the ones that we did. So I'm going to do top and bottom now. Let me go see what Cooper's issue is, and I'll be right back. All right, we are going to sew top and bottom. All right. All right, let's do the other side. This one looks good. This one's perfect. This one perfect. Just checking these spots where these squares meet up. All right, let's do the other side. I'm gonna change out my battery and we'll come back and we'll do the other side. I'll be right back. All right, change my battery out. Let's get this sewn. Let's go. All right. Much better than the other side. Oh, that one's like off, but it's okay. All right, I'm gonna press it. All right. So now we've got that all the way around. So we've got that unit all the way around. All the way to the bottom. There you go. To the bottom. Okay. So now we are going to add our green or not our green, our pink border. So I'm actually going to join all of these together. So now we have our big long strip. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off the selvage on this one, on this edge. And we are going to do sides first and then top and bottom. So I'm going to find a side. Going to find a side. And we're going to sew. I got to lay this correctly in my lap. All right, now we'll sew. All right. Got one side. let's go over and do the next. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it. All right, we can press it, I think. Let's press it out. All right, so we made a cute little strip of pink along that side. So now we're going to turn it around and up. We're causing a havoc here. We're going to grab the other long side. And I'm going to get everything organized and in my lap. And I'm going to find the end. And we're going to get started again. Okay, so we got the other side. Okay, let's go ahead and press it. Okay, so now I got all sorts of stuff on the floor. Got all sorts of stuff on the floor. What's happening? All right, so now we have the little pink border on both sides. So we've got it here, and we've got it here. So now we're going to do top and bottom. Now we're going to do top and bottom with it. All right. Whoops. Okay. Now we're going to do. Okay. All right. Now we've got it on top. Now let's put a strip on the bottom. Just cutting off the selvage on the one end. Right. Let's put this border on. Okay. Okay. Have a little extra I did. Okay, let's go ahead and press top and bottom. All right. So, let's see what we've done here. Got it upside down. All right, so we've gone ahead and added the pink all the way around This one needs to be pressed a little bit more, but we've got the pink all the way around. So we've got that border done. And I think all right, so then we're going to do another border. We're getting down there, folks. We are getting down there. I think this is our binding for it. I think so. This clean board, that means that we're getting really close. That means that we are getting really close. So we're going to take this fabric. We're going to do the same thing we just did with the other little one. We're going to join all of them, because that's the way I like to do borders. Makes it simple. Makes it simple. Just going to join them. We're going to do the same thing we just did with that other border. And we're going to put this first on the sides, and then we'll do top and bottom. Okay. I'm going to get some stuff out of my way. I'm going to get my border. And we're going to find the long side. This is the long side. Whoops. I need it to stay up there. I need it to stay up there. All right, so we're going to take, let's just find an end. I'll use this one. Just cutting off the selvage. All right, let's get started. Okay. I don't want to be pulling it. Okay. All right, so we've got that. Let's go to the other side. Ouch. That hurt. And I'm going to take it down this side. Okay. Okay. All right, I'm going to do top and bottom now, and then we'll press it at the end. Okay. I'm going to do the other side. It's cute with that little strip of pink in there. It is, it is. It's cute. Okay. Okay. I'll trim it up better when I'll trim up those corners and such. So let's go ahead and press it. Everybody know, I don't know how much. I'll be right back. All right, so we've got one side done. And I think we've got all the sides done. We do. So we've got the confetti all the way around. We've got the confetti strip all the way around. So now we're on to our last border. Let's see what we need to do for it. Let's go ahead and press this. Do that. Let's press it. And then I think this is going to be, we're going to grab our Here Kitty Kitty white fabric. And then this will be our binding once we get to that point. But I'm just going to take it to the last border. All right, so what we're going to do, just like we've done before, is I'm going to take and I'm going to combine these into one big strip. Okay. All right, so now we have one big long piece. So we are going to grab our border and we're going to find one of the sides because we always start with our sides. And I'm going to start here. And I'm going to cut the selvage off. And okay. So I'm going to take it to over and cut it with a rotary cutter. All right, so now we have one side with our last border on. Let's go ahead and press it. All right, okay. All right, so we're gonna do the opposite side. Oh, let's cut off the selvage. All right, so I'm going to go and trim this. All right, so all we have left is just one side, and we will be done with this. Ooh, my nose. With this cute quilt top. And then I will have to square it all up. Those are the things that I do afterwards, is I will square it all up again and before I go and quilt it. This one I might do myself on my machine. Okay, so we got it done. It is done, folks. Let's press it and we'll take a look. Let me go trim this off and we'll get it pressed and we'll take a look. See what we've got going on. All right, so there you have it. I'm going to see if I can't. There we go. I'll zoom in a little bit. So there's the top. I think it's cute. I think that splash, that middle border is cute. It goes all the way down. And then we have the flowers are on the side and on the top. We can go in a little bit more to the next border. On the sides. It's cute. There you have it, folks. Kitty's Garden is the name of this pattern. All right, folks, there you have it. So that was Kitty's Garden, and it uses a panel, which the center is the panel. And yeah, it's right behind me. So can you see? So this here, right where that border is right there, this was the panel that came with it. So we had to square that up first. And then we pieced this. We had a couple borders. We had this black confetti and then another black confetti. We have a pink, purple, small stripe here, and then we have another black confetti, and then of course we have the cute little outer border. It's very cute. I think it'd be great for grandkids or even a baby quilt would be fun. But how big does it? It measures 53 by 71. So I've got strings that I got to pull yet. So I've got to do that. And I need to trim up the border. I'll square it all up and everything before it goes off to the long armor or before I quilt it. So with that said, folks, if you like this content and you're willing to subscribe, it helps me just grow my channel. All you have to do is just click the subscribe button below and it supports my channel. Nothing more is needed than just to click on that button. Also, if you like the content and you want to be notified when I upload new content, hit the notify bell. That's the bell button that you see down below. Go ahead and hit that and you'll get notified. I've got a lot of things going right now, so go ahead and check out my channel and the rest of my content. And I'm always open to any comments you would like to leave me as well. So With that said, folks, I appreciate you sticking around for this one, and I'll see you on the next one. Talk to you later.